Hey everyone, SilverCheesecake, back to Danganronpa. So, my girl's sack is dead. The freak? There's nothing on the screen. Okay. Weird. Yeah. They killed Sack. So we're investigating that. I'm gonna try to get this whole investigation done, in one gameplay. See if we can do it. I think we can. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance of the room.
So...
It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Should be Sakura must have drunk it, sir. Thank you. Everyone knows how much she loves her protein, and she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
Wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can... It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem Lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. Huh? What is it? What is? You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. There must be parts of the window I broke to get inside.
Correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it. Why does that matter? Well, how would I have made him go underneath the can?
So...
I can't say for sure, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. An important clue? I'm not sure how I see that. I wonder if the can was sitting on the chair that I moved. I imagine that was probably the case. I couldn't imagine anything else. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. Go away. He's not even trying to hide how much he despises me. I better go before he crushes my soul completely.
However...
But for Sakura to have been killed, yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
It's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? It must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
They would have needed to if they'd expected to stand any chance against her. But if I was Sakura, I would be, expecting people to be, suspecting me left and right.
What the heck?
We already know who did it. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them. She's always jumping at the, jumping the gun on this. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. When I saw her again after that, she told me. She said she left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon? Monica file said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her, by force even, this never would have happened. It's impossible not to have any regrets, I know. But the fact that she had asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying, might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. That's just, I don't know, I don't trust Hina on this one. I don't.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. You didn't hear our conversation? We were just like a couple feet away from you. Then it's true. I did receive a note to that effect. Yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya said he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. What a douchebag. Is she gonna say anything else?
What the heck?
Okay, no, she's not. She's not. Okay. Let's see. We got blood over here. Well, let's take a look at her body, I guess. Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she said she had also had vomited blood. Oh, that's the vomit over there. Okay. And I could see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So, what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? Come on, man. Not a chance. But Byakuya.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. Alright, well there's the vomit, I believe. The pink lemonade vomit. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. Must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Okay. And we got some stuff over here. Oh, the locker's open too. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red. Oh, she got like hit in the head with a bottle? And these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Okay. Huh? There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. Oh, that's probably like the cork of it. It's a Monokuma figure. Okay. It looks like it could be a cork. Oh, it's from one of those things up there. That's why. Huh? The locker's open. And they're on the inside. It's a handprint?
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? Multiple. Looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and left a handprint in all the dust.
True.
And it looks quite fresh, too. I'd say someone was hiding in here in the locker and they left behind a little extra something. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Huh? Why not?
Hey.
Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh, there it is open. Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that point. I wouldn't have remembered that if I saw that in real life, though. So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then, what does this handprint mean? That's one I can't really figure out. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And inside each bottle there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is, how'd they get those figures inside the bottles?
So...
That is a good question. It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside? You've never seen that? Oh yeah, maybe I have.
In other words...
So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Okay. I feel like I'm starting to finally make sense of things, little by little. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. Monokuma figure we'd found on the ground. Red shards of glass which probably started out as a bottle, which means Sakura must have been hit on the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass in the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Alright, then we got this thing here. This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
Ah, that's... Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well...
Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a bit. So you gave that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much? But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they've lost all their flavor. Hina. Huh. But now, okay. So, like some of the exchanges beforehand have some really tiny details. She says, but now they've lost all their flavor, which, I don't know, she could have gone back to, like, eating the candy? Like, after, I don't know, like, if she were to have killed Sakura, I don't know what the case is. I mean, that's a real reach for me to say that. But I am, you know, I do suspect her a bit. Alright. What am I missing? Oh, the magazine thing itself. Okay. That same shelf full of magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines here. Oh. The clock? Is that going to be anything? I doubt it. It's around 1 o'clock right now. According to the Monokuma file, Sakura died around 12 noon. It's roughly an hour ago. Was that when Kyoko and I were moving Alter Ego? Okay, it looks like it could be it. Let me talk to Kyoko.
Hey.
She was the ultimate martial artist. Strong. Okay. Yeah, this is all.
Certainly.
I guess we can leave. This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to this door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. And there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then...
You should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave. Which is why I decided you'll go in my place. She's decided. She's gotten a lot more pushy since our issue. But she's right, I had to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with the two other people. I needed to hear what they have to say. She could have killed herself, too. I mean... That is a possibility. That way, she wouldn't have had to worry about anyone killing her. And... I don't know. I don't know. Or her accidentally killing somebody. Because she knew nobody could kill her. Okay. Okay, well... Yeah, I looked at it, but crap. I just want to leave, that's all. Let me just do the leave button. Alright. And Hina's very suspicious. Those other two probably went back to their rooms. Okay. Let's see. Like, using my peripherals in the game. Okay. Toko! Press the doorbell. After a few seconds.
Who's there?
Oh. Ugh, the most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't even look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Of course it is. Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall. Oh, okay. Guess it's not a bad time.
What do you want?
You said you wanted to talk to me about something. Let's just do it. I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you. What?
Well...
I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she had asked to meet with him. What? Oh, sorry, I said that. What? She wanted to meet with Master 2? I just said 2, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me about it? I admit, I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Is that good enough? Then I'm gonna go back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Alright. Alright. Where's Hero? Hero! Hero! Okay. Press the doorbell. And after a few seconds...
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Yeah, actually. Wanted to check something. That's how Sakura wanted to meet with you. How did you know about that?
Could it be?
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that? Well, when she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note she
How about that?
She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like, in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura?
You got it all wrong.
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
Last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt, and I took her to the nurse's office.
don't look at me.
I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was feeling around in his pockets.
Hey,
Sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore. No, he doesn't have notes. Dang it. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. When he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Huh? Huh? Ah! Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash? Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that it was just trash, but there's no way that's all that there was to it. Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? Don't think I have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found on the floor of the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So where should I start? Let's go to the chem lab first. So I'm going to talk a bit about my thoughts. So, Byakuya is very straight up about not having gone. Toko and Hiro, you know, while they're not always on top of things, they both had very reluctant alibis, if you will. So, I wonder, like, let's assume Sakura actually did kill herself to avoid having to put anybody through pain, or whatever, I don't know. The pain of her existence. Or being blackened. Maybe they were, I don't know, defending Sakura in that way? Or maybe they're defending Hina, and Hina's the killer? I kind of don't think Toko and Hiro are the killers. Byakuya, I still don't think he's the killer either. So my guesses are either Sakura herself or Hina somehow. I don't know. Oh right. Chem lab. Where was the chem lab? Crap. I don't remember. Hold on, I think it was this way, right? Oh, it's it. No, that's the headmaster's room. Fudge. Oh, it's right here. Chem lab? Chem. Okay. Let's do it. Oh, Byak'S, what's up? Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes sir, I understand. This freaking douchebag. You know what, screw you. Okay, we got some footprints over here. This is my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. Looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. More important right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in the front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. These are footprints? And they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
What?
Well, let's go. Chop chop. Okay. So I got to work, and before long I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. So, how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. For me.
I see.
So when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be.
It's certainly
Makoto,
possible.
are they yours? No?
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see. Your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately. But with how clever these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. And these prints are a really valuable clue. It's not going to show up in my truth bullet thing? What is this? Oh, it's broken crap. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? Looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilled.
So, in other words...
That's right. It could have only been around the time of the incident. That really is what happened. Must be related to the case somehow. Alright. Let's see. What's on the shelf? There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from the shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section A. Huh? But wait. There's one bottle here that's labeled Chem C9. Could someone have put it here on accident? So on this shelf looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They're reagents. Put simply, or reagent? I don't know how to pronounce it. Let's put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
What, you think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in this real world?
That's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. On this shelf is one look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section C. I should try to find out more about the shelving unit. Looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, and Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. What concerns me is that in Section A there was a bottle with a label from Section C. What was a bottle of poison from Section T doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on there. Chem lab shelf has been added. Oh, why am I reading that? I don't know. I think that's it. Oh, I didn't actually look at this itself, the powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powders scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. Looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone left footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have had to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Huh. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look around the rec room. Alright. Let me just see what Byakuya has to say first. If he has anything else.
I see.
Makoto, I admit you have a good eye for spotting useful clues. But you also need to learn how to make use of those clues. I've been doing that like 3 trials in a row, though. Bro. Yo. Home. Okay. Rec room. So, I don't know. I'm increasingly leaning towards Sakura having been the one who killed herself, but I don't know if this game actually does that, so it could very well have been just someone.
Hey,
So Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway...
Well, I've made some progress on my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These three things have revealed new clues. You'd do well to look them over one more time. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
Just a second.
Just staring off into space and going to help you figure out anything. Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey.
don't you think you might actually need to examine the body?
Whew.
There's no getting around it. Like me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I'd grown perversely used to. Although, there are still some times... I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
It's true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you?
So...
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind.
Hey,
More importantly, look here. Her shoes. Oh, it has the powder.
correct.
You see that yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1.
Hey,
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
it's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot. So let me just explain.
It would seem...
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows?
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Her examination summary, oh. Can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Okay. Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. Huh? This magazine is upside down. Was that say Kakado ladies or something? Oh, I missed what I said, or thought. Something catches your eye. It's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is... Oh, one of the pages near the center of the magazine. A word had been written in bold, bloody letters. And it said, Toko. Could this be? A dying message?
Correct.
And it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this?
So...
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. Dying message, but her fingers were spotless.
However...
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that... That says Toko, right? Yeah, looks like it. Then she's the killer, right? Oh my god. Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet. It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. Of Hina? Do we know for sure that says Toko? It could be Taka. Not that I know why somebody would write Taka, but... Okay, and the bottles, I think. I think Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Is it the chess piece that's inside? Because that one was a knight. Something new, something new.
Hey,
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it. Correlation. Hey Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is?
so...
I don't mind guiding you toward clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come up with their own conclusions, so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer? I do trust you, to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. That's good enough. Monokuma... Okay, I didn't get anything.
Hey.
Just the chess pieces. Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment? Oh, like we're gonna break them?
Anyway.
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Just try to get the smaller pieces too. Huh? Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so...
So then.
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I don't know what this is all about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. Man, people are just ordering me left and right. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. And just as I finished up... Sorry to keep you waiting.
So then.
Is everything ready? Let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing?
In other words.
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights? Of what? The pieces of glass you collected, and one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. Oh, I bet it's going to be like half of the weight. And with their... It looked like there were 2 spots where Monokuma bottles had been. So... I don't know where the other one would have gone. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
Listen.
First, let's compare the weight of the two normal Monokuma bottles. It's balanced,
In other words.
which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same, which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
So then.
Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
So then.
Okay then, let's give it a try. Huh? Oh, it's more. The broken pieces are heavier, which, okay, so that means it's the two bottles were used and we're missing one figure. How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. What?
In other words.
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles. Put it all together.
Hey.
And I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you. The investigation's already done? Man, I've been rolling through these investigations.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake.
Man.
Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I?
Freaking go for it.
Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
It's already time? But the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. Okay. Alright. Always gotta, like, walk very, I don't know, like, reverently to these doors, because we're about to, I don't know. Oh man, there's like 5 people that I'm looking at. This is crazy. Remember when it was full? There were like 14 people here? Monokuma made his announcement. Oh no, I guess there would have been 12 people. Never mind. Monokuma made his announcement, and everyone began to meet up, one after another. And then... the ultimate martial artist! A locked room murder mystery!
What?
What the? Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. I use that emoticon a lot. This is just plain creepy.
Well,
And how about the reverse?
phew.
No matter how great something is, if you put it in a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you have 100 friends. He's right, that does make it seem sad.
I can't wait.
Now then, please get on the elevator. I'll see y'all down there. That's funny. What the heck was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me!
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean!
Or, I mean, I didn't murder anyone. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer. The one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know. I'm leaning closer and closer to that she killed herself. I mean, the first thing I noticed about her body was that she was smiling. And, I don't know, there's no indication that there is somebody else involved. I mean, the locked door thing, I mean, locked in quotation marks, that kind of hints more so at that she killed herself. The thing is where the other figure would have been for the Monokuma bottle. And the Toko written in the magazine. And her hands being spotless. I mean, I don't know. But let's keep going. And yet someone killed her. And that person is here? That person is one of us? I don't know.
Don't look at me!
I said it before and I'll say it again. It wasn't me. The culprit is one of us. Make no mistake about that. He's putting a lot of emphasis on that, so maybe it's not one of us. Because I didn't do it. How many times do I have to tell you? How can you just stand there and say you didn't do it without even breaking a sweat? And she's so suspect right now, Hina.
Hey.
Standing around here isn't going to do any good. Let's get going. Alright. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way toward the elevator. With each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. We watched the doors close. I felt it begin its sinister descent. The elevator lowered, uttering its all-too-familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower, and as suddenly as always, the ride was over. The doors opened once again. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault we're all here, we're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again? Or will your school life come to an end completely?
Now then.
Are you ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly... Yep. We all know this. Alright, we're gonna do a little bit like we did last time. Man, I'm gonna have to start at the beginning now. And I don't know what's up with the buttons. Why aren't they showing up? Whatever. Alright, okay, let me read this at the bottom, because, I don't know, this seems to be helpful, maybe. Multiple suspects, murder in a locked room. If anyone was likely to survive, it was Sakura. And yet... I don't know, I feel like Sakura killed herself. Let's look at the stuff. Okay, let's look at our truth bullets. Okay, and we got the Monokuma file 4, yep. The door. Her body. She was slumped forward. She was kind of smiling. It looked like it. I mean, that right there it looks like she's not, but whatever. Unless, ooh. Maybe somebody poisoned her, but she killed herself so that only she would be the blackened and nobody else would be blackened. That would be a really cool twist if that was the case. Alright, and then the candies. I'm not sure about the candies. That's an interesting thing. The bottles, yeah, the figure, and 2 missing bottles, and then there's that. I don't know about the handprints. That's an odd one. Okay, and then everybody's account. The trash that fell out of Hiro's pocket. The powder on... But okay, if the powder was on her foot, then she was likely the one that was in the chem lab, so... I don't know. Alright. The experiment. It was both bottles. Yep. That I don't know if it actually says Toko. That might be something else. Okay. And the lab shelf. Powder. All right. We're gonna have to work through this one because I'm not entirely sure. Let's go. Let's just do it. We got 5 minutes left or something like that.
Let's begin with a basic
I don't need your explanation. Thank you. Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
She said this again?
Whoa! Deja
Yeah, for real.
The one who killed Sakura
Toko.
is one of the people that hated
okay.
her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Hina seems really sure that one of those three is the killer. But she must have some reason for believing that. Oh, and look at all those dead people. Okay, Aoi's, I forget what Aoi's account was. Let me look at it.
It was.
Okay, hold on. Let me quick look at it because I forget what her account actually was. Okay, Sakura had written notes to Toko, Byakuya, and Yasuo. Oh, okay. Asked me to meet her in the rec room by noon. She had slid these notes under. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, let's.
One of you killed Sakura.
Okay, let's not screw up at the beginning.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it?
I don't think Hiro hated her.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
Nope. Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. I feel bad. Hiro's always wrong.
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Oh, I was supposed to let it go through, too.
Yeah.
Let the
And
whole
that was right before she died.
non-stop debate play out. I keep saying that, and I keep not doing it. Excuse me. Oh, now I'm Genocide Tyler, huh?
So
No.
there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
I can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all three of them. Then does that mean one of them did it? No, I don't think so. Pocket trash. That sounds like something you called someone.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them? There's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never.
Oh, I gotta do it! Okay. I couldn't resist. Poor Hiro. If he didn't say anything, we'd be really screwed.
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
Oh, man. But what Hiro said can't be right. Because Sakura could have only gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason I know that is... Okay, it's not the first one. When Hiro got the candy from Hina. No, this one right here.
I got it! I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it. I mean, what I meant was...
He's not the killer, though. I bet he's trying to cover for Sakura. That's my guess. Or he's covering for somebody.
That's right. I did meet up with her in the rec room. Problem with that?
Come on, man.
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
He is, but I don't
You're
think he did it.
incredibly suspicious.
You are hostile.
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
Ooh, the shining message. I'm actually gonna have to end it right there. We hit 45 minutes. So, thank you guys for watching. This is gonna be such a juicy trial, I know it. But other than Sakura killing herself, and these guys trying to cover for her, I don't know. But why wouldn't she want them to know? Well, oh no, wait. She probably did want people to figure out that she killed herself. But she should have written, like, some sort of note if that was the case. I don't know. I don't know. But we're gonna keep playing through. And Hina is super suspicious right now. Thank you guys for watching. Like if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it. As always, peace!